All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this, baby. Woo. Let's do this. Okay. Now this is Bloomberg Open Interest. Okay, so let's just get after it. Let's get after it, baby. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Today I had a very I woke up at 6, showered, read some couple pages on 3 different books, and then took another nap. Took a 30-minute nap, and then woke up, ate breakfast, and here we are. Good morning, Adi. Let's do this. I make a watch list and I'll share it with you guys. And I'll post it on the VIP watch list thing. I literally have not taken a trade in 2 weeks. Since the beginning of the month, I have not taken the trade. Since the first week of this month, I have not taken a trade. So, yeah, market conditions haven't been good because the whole thing with Iran. But maybe today. My expectations aren't super high because of the fact that we have no high impact economic news. But I do see possible setups and a good amount of them, so we'll see. So we'll see. We'll see what's happening. Close this baby out. Let's go. Let's get this bread, ladies and gents. My dog is here with me today. Give me some company. Yeah, I have Adi for sure. I definitely have. But like, I probably my record, like realistically, as long as I've gone without a trade, probably like a month and a half. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since that happened. It really has. It hasn't happened like, like a year and a half, I'd say. But I definitely went without trading for like a month and a half. And I'll tell you what, that really tests your patience. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly what you just said. That really, I mean, a week you can handle it. 2 weeks, I'm already starting to feel it. I'm like, yo, like I look, you want to take a trade, bro. A month and a half, nah. And the thing is that, think about it like this: every day you show up, you sit in the chart, you show up with the mentality that if you get the chance, you will take a trade. Like you're not showing up like, oh, okay, if I get the chance, maybe I'll take a trade. No, it's every day you show up and it's like, if the market gives me the conditions, I will hop on a trade right away, no matter what. I'm ready to shoot. I create my watch list every single day. So imagine you're going a month and a half of every day you're waking up early, creating a watch list, sitting there focused, waiting for a setup to come, and nothing. Yeah, no, you start going crazy, but that's why trading's so hard. I mean, that's part of the reason, bro. It's just patience. Because I mean, I could take a trade between that month and a half. They would have all been red because none of them would have been my setup. And then not only would they have been red, but I would have created a bunch of bad habits that would have taken a big toll on my mentality. But you know what? That's why I love trading, bro. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me on my damn toes, and I love stuff like that. I don't like getting comfortable. Shit's too sweet. What's my bias for today? Let's see. Let's start creating this watch list. Okay, so we have. Let's create it together, yeah? Let's create the watch list together, guys. Let's do this together. So we've got 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame. Okay, so we can clearly see here is that we're in a higher time frame downtrend. Correct. Correct. Now, what else can we analyze though? What else we can analyze is that price started selling off during pre-market. Well, after yesterday market closed, so after market price started selling off during pre-market, sold off again, and now we're starting to buy up. We swept a lot of liquidity. I already deleted the marks I had, but we swept yesterday's New York session low, yesterday's pre-market low. So we swept liquidity, okay, and we're starting to buy up after sweeping liquidity. So what can that mean? That means that today we could maybe have a bearish, a bias or market trend reversal to upside, which I'm obviously willing to do that as long as my confidence come to how it's supposed to be. So what I would say is that we do get bullish confluences or consonant, then it would go up to this 4 hour bearish rally gap, but we do have space because my TP would be at this Thursday pre-market high or yesterday's New York session high. That'd be my first TP. So we do have some space, right? Now, NQ, around the same thing. Same thing occurring. We swept liquidity of yesterday's New York session low, swept the liquidity, started buying up. Same thing. We can sweep. I would aim for any of these areas of liquidity. We have yesterday's aftermarket high, right? Which I'm pretty sure, yeah, 24,661. And then we have New York session high, and then we have yesterday's pre-market high. So we have a lot of liquidity to be swept to the upside. Plus, it's in a 4 hour for value gap. So that just makes it an ultra magnet. That's just an ultra magnet for a come like. Oh wait, pause. Not come like that. Like come to me. No, pause. Wait, hold on. Okay. So it makes it a magnet. Okay, it makes it a magnet, so it catches my eye a lot. Right, just off the bat, my eye, I can already see these things real quickly. Okay. Now, what else can I see? What would I need for me to get bullish confluence? Let's zoom into the hourly. Right, we're currently in a hourly bearish fair value gap. That's what we're trending in both NQ and S&P 500. So we're both in this hourly. If this hourly gets inverted, not just disrespected, gets inverted by 10 a.m., which is when the next hourly candle and the 4 hour candle comes out, then that will give me confirmation that we are changing bias for the day. It doesn't mean that for the next couple days and next week we're gonna be bullish. No, it just means that for the day we're bullish. So sorry, I'm drinking a iced coffee. So with that said, we also got to keep in mind that we can't jump the boat, because if right here where this market opens, it starts setting off, then that would be perfectly fine, because that's what market is supposed to do. It's supposed to be in this hourly bearish for value gap, react and sell off. Right, so it goes in whatever. If once market opens, we make a little higher high without disrespecting this bearish for value gap, and we get confidence to the downside, we could look into it as long as all the other confidences also align, volume, volatility, etc. So that's what we'll be looking for. Simple, pretty simple. Those are only two really setups I see. Let me see S&P 500. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Essentially the same thing. The only thing I see on SPY, on the actual stock, on the hourly, on my right side, is that we have a gap. So if we disrespect this hourly fair value gap, disrespect, not inverse, and we tap into this bearish fair value gap, I could possibly also look into shorts. So with that said, let me create my watch list. I'll send it out in the next 2 minutes. I would have sent it out by now, but generally wanted to show you guys this. But market just opened, so let's see what happens. I'm just gonna start typing as I view the markets. So we have, let's see, bias currently bearish. I really want to drink my coffee, but I need to make this watch this. Look, you see, we're selling off. That's my point. So if we get the confirmation that we're just gonna sell off, then that would be my confirmation that we're bearish. You know, we can't jump the gun just because it looks bullish for a little bit, but we gotta be ready for it in case it does. It's actually selling off pretty nice. I like it. If we get some high volume in there. Let me see where we have external liquidity. On the outside, we have a good amount. We have order block down there. We have we have a Fair Value up right here. Let me draw this baby out. I haven't even seen that. Okay, so let's go back to this. Damn, look at that sell off. Nasdaq going crazy, bro. let's get locked and loaded, baby. Watches has been sent out. We are up and going. Our price just tapped into a 15-minute bullish for value gap. So let's see if we inverse that, disrespect it, or we just buy back up and we could still inverse that already for value gap. You know, you never know. Sit and wait. See, the thing is that if this candle ends this bearish, it has to have high volume, right? Because if it doesn't have high volume, it's so easy to detect that it's gonna be an anomaly. So we have to make sure it has high volume. We have to make sure the risk to reward most importantly is there, because if it ends up reversing, stopping us out, we have to make sure that we didn't just lose a whole lot more money than we were supposed to. So there's a lot of things that have to go into account other than just if the market just taps into your setup. You have to make sure risk reward is there. You have to make sure that the volume is there, that make sure that the take profits are there. But let's see at around 9:43 I'll start doing what I gotta do. Honestly, I would have really liked for price to drive up more before I would have sold off, like a little bit more. But I respect why I didn't, to be honest. Let me see my risk reward would be here. This would be essentially my setup. So let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. If I were to get here on ES, that definitely makes sense. Let's see on NQ. Something like this. Yeah, I mean the risk reward so far looks good. We gotta make sure the candle ends looking bearish. Volume, as I said, all the other components, confluences, that's what they're called. Bang, 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 bang. You know, I wish I could blast music, but I be getting too hype. I be getting too hype when I blast music, so I gotta relax. I start just jumping around and getting too hyped up. I guess it's supposed to be like that, but yeah, I don't want to get too hyped. Ain't no calm me down. Yeah, y'all weren't expecting that. If the candle ends like this, which we always see, we're seeing buyers in the market, I will not take the trade, obviously. Se necesita una copa de agua. Yo no soy. How does the song go? I already forgot how the song goes. It's the kind of beat that goes. Oh, no, 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 no. You see? The only reason I'm so hyped right now is because somebody gave me coffee. Y'all don't give me coffee, bro. Y'all give me coffee, things happen. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate scenes. Very, very unfortunate scenes, man. Bloody brilliant. Okay. So we ended as an inverted hammer, also known as a hanging man. Let me show you guys my chart. We ended as a hanging man, inverted hammer. So essentially, we got bought back up. I would not be taking that trade. What I'm expecting now is to even consider any type of anything. I need to see a break above this recent high and a break above this recent high. And if we want to get sell off there, maybe. I don't think so though. Like I don't think I'd get into shorts even when we get that break of the high, because fact is that we've been tapping into this hourly fair value gap for a good amount of time, for over an hour. And if we just got bought back up, that shows that there's a lot of buyers present in the market. So essentially what I'm looking for ideally is for that break above this hourly fair value gap. If we get that break above hourly fair value gap the next 15 minutes, and we also get the inverted fair value gap, I will be looking for longs, but we will see. Or if right here we get bearish sentiment, maybe we could do that too with high volume, but it just depends on price action. And if we shoot this recent high, we shoot that recent high, and now we're talking. So let's see. My heart just stopped. Thinking about you. Give me something, dang it. Give me something. I'm losing my mind. Even Mercury's bored over here, bro. Nah, he's so cute. He's so cute, dang it. I really do love trading, bro. It's just such a mental thing. It's just I love it though. I knew I wanted something challenging in life, and figured if it's something that makes people kill themselves like every month, why not do it? You know. I'll be right back. If you have a cooked knee and your name is Kevin, say hooray. Hooray! I'm actually considering taking shorts. I'm not gonna lie. Just, honestly, it depends on how volume looks. With 8 more minutes, if this looks overextended with low volume, I'm not taking it. And I will show you guys why I'm not taking it. And you guys are gonna be like, yo, this Kevin is a genius. So, yeah. Look at what I'm looking at. Pretty crazy stuff, eh? Ooh, I'm about to put you guys on some crazy game. Like, this is not even... I'm not even trolling. I wish I was trolling right now. I'm about to put you guys on crazy game. But I'm about to teach you guys how to save you thousands of dollars. Just watch my market, and I will show you. To George Washington. Okay. Wow, that is a big sell-off. Sheesh. Ah. Not gonna lie, the only one that actually has decent volume is ES. ES actually has some decent volume. We have sellers present. This candle is looking very low on volume, but it says 3 minutes left. It just started. Let's see. I mean, it could potentially. I would just have to take it on the 5 minute and put it above this high. That'd be something like this with TP down here. Nah, reverse wouldn't make sense. Unfortunately, reverse wouldn't make sense there. Bum 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 bum. We just swept pre-market low on NASDAQ. We just swept pre-market low. We might get that sell-off, guys. Or we're getting that sell-off, but let's see. That low could be a long shot. And that is actually a very strong candle to the downside. I'm trying to see what the heck is occurring right now. Let's see, it's 10 a.m. Let's see how everything ended. Completely bearish. Insane. Yeah, I mean, if we get a little bit push up, I'll get into shorts. If we get a little bit of push up, I'll get to shorts. But it's just right now where price is at selling off, it's just risk to reward isn't there at all. Because right below these levels, I have an order block, and that not only is there an order block there, there's a fair value up there. Let me see. If we got a little buy up, if we got buy up into a 5 minute for the fair value gap you guys see right here, the 5 minute. If we buy up into that and we see price action confirmation, I'll take shorts. Because I'm not willing to risk. If I were to take a trade here, my stop loss would be all the way at this high. I'm not willing to do that. That's risking way too much. Should be at the most recent high or low. Not willing to risk all that. Let's see. Damn, S&P just selling off. But you know what though? I don't think it's gonna sell off for much longer. I think it'll sell off for these last 15 minutes and that's it. Let me see something. Yeah, on NASDAQ, it definitely would not make sense to take a trade. Like if I were to take this trade on NASDAQ, I'd be breaking like every rule I have. Not worth it. ever to break your rules for anything, for any type of money. It's never worth it. You gotta get that engraved in your head. My heart just dropped. Look, you see, we're starting to buy up. What did I tell you? Price is gonna sell off and sweep liquidity again. What did it just sweep though? It swept something. Let me see. It swept Friday, March 15th aftermarket low, which is, I guess you could essentially say it's a Asian session low. Boom, 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 boom. Did we create a 4-hour? Oh, we did. Nice. Like, price is gonna start buying up. Mark my words, people. Mark my words. I'm about to drop some ball game after price finishes for me now. I'm gonna drop some ball game because some of you are probably saying like, why didn't you take the trade, Kevin? I'm gonna drop some ball game. Watch this. So I'm gonna let price unfold, and then I'm gonna give you guys a little breakdown. There we go. High volume buyers up to the upside. Clearly, if we look at my bottom right screen, bottom right where you see the level 2s, we have a lot more buyers present currently in the market than sellers. So yeah, you're about to see a push up. You know what's actually crazy? When I went snowboarding like a month ago or like a month and a half ago, there was kids there with just a shirt. You feel me? Like I get the aura. I get the aura because on my second day I just wore a hoodie. And it was pretty dope. It was a camel hoodie. Flicks came out fire. But I had like a jacket under the hoodie. I had a sweater under the hoodie, and I had a thermal under the hoodie. So like outside it's like, yo, this guy's low key got aura, but inside it's like, yo, I'm keeping myself warm. So I'm being responsible with aura. You get what I mean? Like that's like the ultimate aura right there. But these kids just had a shirt on. Like I would see them snowboarding, and like as they were going by fast, you like their shirt would be lifting up, and it'd just be skin. Like there's no thermal, there's no. It's just a thin little Vans shirt from Vans. It's like damn, bro, you guys are actually nuts. Like what are you guys doing with your life? You can't say you get you. Oh, it's because they get used to the cold, bro. It's like it was like 11 degrees. You can't. That's like you get hypothermia. I don't know how they do it, to be honest. I don't know, maybe every like every run, every time they go up the slope, they take off their jacket and leave it down there, go down the mountain quick, grab the jacket, put it back on, warm up, take off the jacket, go up the slope. Like that. Cause ain't no way. Mm-hmm. Sheesh. Mm-hmm. Staying alive. Staying alive. Ah, 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 ah. Staying alive. Mm-hmm. Now you can tell by the way I move, I'm a woman's man. No time. Guys, help me out. Help me out. I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to go into 3 weeks of not taking a trade. God damn it. I'm about to make a GoFundMe at this point. Nah, look, you be getting stressful when you don't be taking trades for over 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I feel like 2 weeks I'm calm. After 2 weeks, nah, Loki. After 3 weeks, after 3 weeks, you start getting a little like, yo, did I miss any trades? And then you start like back testing, you see you didn't. So you're like, okay, it's just the market. But you always have that doubt. You're like, did I miss any trades that I'm not knowing? So that's why it's always good to back test. And I have a meeting after this.